What's goody? Hey man, listen. So I saw the homie that I don't actually know, but a guy who I love. I've always loved his content. Kenny Beecham played this new game on YouTube, and I saw him play. It's called NBA Start Sit Cut. I'm pretty sure it's a pretty new thing from what Kenny was saying. It's about some guy from his community made it. It's pretty simple. You've all played Start Bench Cut or some version of that. You understand what this game is. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna leave a link in the description down below. Shout out to whoever the guy is in Kenny's community that made it. I've been a long time follower of him and everything like that. So when he has new games like this that look fun, I'm gonna play them too. Especially because it's like a chance to give some of these guys who are creating these websites a little more exposure for whoever might watch my videos as well. So let's go ahead and get right into it, man. I think these are refreshed like every single day. Like I believe this is supposed to be like a new daily game, and I believe he gives like 9 or whatever different start sit cut options. So it's like you get 3 players, and I think you get 9 different like sets of 3 players that you're supposed to like start sit cut everything like that. I haven't played it before, but I did watch Kenny's video playing it and everything like that. One thing I will say, so like if you look at this first one, right, it's Ray Allen, Klay Thompson, James Harden. You could say, oh, you're supposed to rank these as like who's the greatest shooters, right? But I'm just gonna do, these are all shooting guards, so I'm just going to do shooting guards. I'm not going to do, or should I do shooters? I'm gonna do shooting guards. For this one, I'm just gonna say shooting guard. I'm not gonna do shooters, so I'm gonna say James Harden starts for me. Now between Ray Allen and Klay Thompson is tough because at his prime, Klay Thompson was like the best, if not one of the best two-way players in the league, and also a top 3 shooter of all time, in my opinion. But then there was Ray Allen, who's also in his prime was a top 3 shooter of all time, but in his prime was also a guy that was like a 22, 23 probably point per game score and everything like that. Like Ray Allen has some really, really strong years, especially when he was with the Bucks. But man, Klay. Would I rather have Klay Thompson at his peak or Ray Allen at his peak? I'm probably gonna say Ray Allen, but it's tough. Like if we did shooters, this would be a different list. I'd probably have Clay, Ray, and then James. So it would probably be like this. It would probably be like this if we did shooters, or it would be like this. But I don't know, really, whether you do shooters or shooting guards. This kind of gets tough for different reasons for me, or like in different ways for me. But man, this is interesting. Okay, so this is easy. This is no disrespect to Derek Coleman. You're just not Tim Duncan or Giannis. Tim Duncan's the greatest power forward of all time to me, and Giannis is probably third or fourth right now for me. So yeah, I'm. This is pretty simple. We see this is tough because we haven't seen Luka Doncic's prime yet. Like I don't believe that we've seen the absolute peak of Luka Doncic yet. I don't think that we've seen all that Luka's gonna do yet. But what we've seen of Luka, am I taking that over what I saw of Vince Carter? Not what I saw, over what peak Vince Carter was. Am I taking that? Bro, I'm looking out the window because I keep hearing stuff, bro. I feel like I'm tripping right now. But okay, so first I'm gonna start Clyde. I'm just gonna go ahead and start Clyde. Out of these 3 players, accolades wise, he's just the greatest player out of these 3. I'm probably gonna sit Luka and cut Vince Carter. That hurts me so badly to say. Vince Carter's one of my favorite players of all time. This isn't just because I'm projecting that Luka's career will finish out being better than Vince Carter's, but like if we go by like all NBA first teams, all NBA teams and stuff like that, Luka might already have Vince Carter beat because like how many times was Vince Carter like all NBA first team guy? Like it couldn't have been too often because he was in a league with like Kobe, T Mac, LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Like it couldn't have been too much. So let's just look. Let's go ahead and look at the Vince Carter stats. 8-time All-Star, 2-time All-NBA, Rookie of the Year, All-Rookie. Yeah, see what I'm saying? Like Vince Carter is a guy that was phenomenal. Hall of Famer, dunk contest champion, in my opinion, the greatest dunker of all time. But then we go to Luka. Luka's not been in the league for 8 years, so he's not gonna have 8 All-Stars. But look at this. Already a 5-time All-Star, already 5-time All-NBA, has the Rookie of the Year and the All-Rookie team. He also has the Western Conference Finals MVP and the scoring championship. Yeah, I have to give it to Luka. Sorry, Vince Carter, I have to give it to Luka. Moses or David Robinson? I'm probably going to say Moses Malone because Moses Malone is arguably like the greatest rebounder ever. He's one of them. I think David Robinson is one of the most criminally underrated players in NBA history, though. I do not believe that David Robinson gets anywhere near enough respect, man. Like that man was a dog. And honestly, if we put these guys one-on-one against each other, David Robinson might win. But like, I'm not doing it like that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's an easy way to disrespect old players from old generations. I'm not about to do it like that in this. I'm going based on accolades and everything like that. And based on the accolades and everything, I'm probably gonna say Moses. But David Robinson is so good, so criminally underrated. Dikembe Mutombo, rest in peace, man. One of the greatest defenders of all time as well. But yeah, he's just not those other two guys. Current players. Okay, now these guys don't all play the same position. So what is this? Shooters? Nah, can't be. Can't be. I don't know. Maybe this isn't. Maybe this just doesn't have a category. But let's just see. Out of these three players, who do I think is the best? I'm going Tyrese Halliburton. Do I think Zach LaVine or Jamal Murray is better? Do I think Zach LaVine? I mean, Zach LaVine's really a pure scorer, right? Like we know what he does. Jamal Murray had a rough start to the year, but he's been figuring it out recently. I mean, I'm gonna put Jamal Murray above Zach LaVine. Accolades wise, it's easily Jamal Murray. He has the championship and everything like that, and he performed very well on that championship run and in some of those finals games and everything like that. I'm gonna give it to Jamal Murray, but if these guys were to play one-on-one, I think Zach LaVine's one of the best scorers, pure scorers, one-on-one players in the NBA. So I think Zach LaVine might be the better player. And if we go accolades, I probably have to put Jamal Murray over Tyrese Halliburton, but there's no conversation for either one of these guys being better than Tyrese Halliburton, even though Tyrese Halliburton hasn't performed to his absolute best this year. I dropped my bracelet and found one of my girlfriend's earrings. I'm going to make sure that I sit that aside. I just didn't even know it was there. I don't know if I've ever seen her in that earring. Looks cute, though. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on. Hakeem, Wilton, Kobe. All right, so to me, Kobe's the third best player of all time, so we're going to go ahead and start him. I think Hakeem is the second best center of all time, maybe third. Like, if you want to put Kareem, Shaq, and then him, I'm not mad at you, but I personally put Kareem, Hakeem, and then Shaq. I think that Hakeem Olajuwon is also criminally underrated. The same way I said that about David Robinson, I think it's very true about Hakeem Olajuwon. And it just doesn't make sense to me, bro. Like, Hakeem was so great on both sides of the ball. And then Wilt, no disrespect, you were playing way before I was alive. Same with Hakeem. He played before I was alive and everything like that too. But Wilt was way past that, and Wilt simply doesn't have... I don't believe in all that Wilt Chamberlain lore that he was really out here averaging 50 points or really out here scoring 100 points per game. And if he does, I think that's honestly not even great for the league because it just shows how an ass the league was at that time. But then he still couldn't beat Bill Russell, so I mean, hey. Okay. If we go by accolades, Siakam is a champion, right? But maybe nostalgia is what's making me Pierre. And bro. Anyways, do I want to take Zach? I can't get myself to take Pascal Siakam over it. But Zach, he might be better. He's probably better. He's probably better, and he has the championship. Okay, I'm going to go with Pascal Siakam, but let's look at Zach Randolph's. Because, bro, I don't know. Like, I wasn't a huge NBA fan when Zach Randolph was playing. But, bro, like, during his prime, I mean, like, obviously I saw him play and everything like that. But during his prime, I wasn't the biggest NBA fan. But, dude, he was just one of those players that, like, you just can't really hate on him. You know what I'm saying? So his career average is 16, 9, 2 assists, 2-time All-Star. So, yeah, I mean, Siakam probably has him. Siakam's probably already been a 3, 4-time All-Star. Okay, 2-time All-Star, 2-time All-NBA. He got most improved. He got NBA championship. So it's actually really close. But with the championship and everything like that... and I'm just gonna go ahead and go Siakam, bro. I love Siakam. He played for the Raptors. You know, I'm a huge Raptors fan. I'm one of those people that once you play for my favorite team, if I liked you, then I'm always gonna follow you and support you throughout your career. I'm gonna go AI, Dame, and then Gilbert Arenas. No disrespect to you, Agent Zero. I love the podcast and I think you're absolutely hilarious. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go AI, then Dame, then Gilbert Arenas. Okay, Shaq. Accolades wise, it's Alonzo Mourning. Accolades-wise, it's Alonzo Mourning. But here's what I'm going to say. DeMarcus Cousins, if you aren't old enough to have seen DeMarcus Cousins' prime when he was on the Kings or that year when him and Anthony Davis were in New Orleans together, that boy was an absolute dog. DeMarcus Cousins does not get enough respect when it comes to 2010 centers. That man was an absolute dog. I didn't see Alonzo Mourning too much, you know what I'm saying, anything like that, but I know the career accolades. I know he's a champion and everything like that, so I'm going to go ahead and give that to Alonzo Mourning, but that's a tough one for me too, man. Oh my goodness, that's a tough one. I don't know, maybe it is more than 9. Maybe he has a lot of these out here, but I'm going to keep going because this is fun. I'm going to... All right. Well, no disrespect to you, Blake Griffin, but when I'm ranking players, who do I tend to put higher, Kevin Durant or Dirk? Dirk's 2011 championship run is arguably the greatest championship run of all time, and in my opinion, it is the greatest championship run of all time. I mean, the man beat who did he beat? Brandon Roy and them, Kobe and them, and then Durant and Westbrook, and then Miami's, and then LeBron's Heatles. That one championship run alone might make me pick Dirk, but this is tough. Okay, so that is all of them, but this is tough, man. Because Kevin Durant, in my opinion, is no worse than the third greatest scorer of all time. No worse. A lot of people think he's the greatest. I'm one of those people that I like to think of Kobe and Steph are a little, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not mad at you if you put KD right up there with him. I'm not mad at you if you even put KD above him. I'm not mad if you have LeBron in there. I'm not mad if you have Jordan in there. I'm not mad if you have even Wilt based on his numbers and everything like that. But Kevin Durant never did on his own what Dirk did on his own. Kevin Durant never was that alpha guy by himself where he didn't have another star with him, where he was able to take a team not only on that type of finals run, even period, but then to win the finals. Yeah, I'm going to give it to Dirk, but man, that was tough, dude. I kind of like this game. Hey, shout out to whoever made this. Shout out to Hoop Goat, man. I think these tier lists are like, I don't know. I know you can create your own, so I might do that someday. Like, I might go ahead and start making my own tier list or whatever. But yeah, this is a nice little site, bro. I like this. And he has stats down there and everything. Wow. I like this. Yeah, I might have to go through some of his tier lists and everything. Might have to go through his tier list and rank them and everything. Like top 50 players, GOAT top 50 and everything like that. Hey, man, I like this site. Like I said, I'll put the link in the description for y'all to go ahead and check it out if you enjoy it. If you enjoyed the video or anything like that. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all. Thank you for watching. And I'm recording this on the day that Penn State plays. So hopefully Penn State goes ahead and pick up that win and makes me a very happy man. All right? Okay? I love y'all. Thank you.